We are live!
I'm back, mostly. I am
Well,
generally okay. Just sounding like a prepubescent boy.
hi, generally okay. I'm Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. I'm friends with so many lame people.
It's true.
They all make such lame jokes.
Uh-huh.
Steph being the main,
It,
what's the word for the main?
antagonist?
Yes. Huh. My face. Chesty cough. I can't believe. Right. So my cough syrup, it has the brand name is something like Duro whatever, and then Chesty cough liquid. That's the name on the bottle also. Like Chesty cough liquid.
Yep.
Like I mean it definitely helps because I know that's definitely the cough syrup for me because I do have a chesty cough.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta get some
So it's
cough
very
syrup
funny
with
to
big old
read.
bahunga zungadungas.
Yeah. God.
Speaking of inappropriate medicine, welcome to the stream, Godfather.
Hi, Godfather.
And Dark Savant, hello! And Doozen, thank you for the lurk. Always kind of you.
Hi, Savant. Hi, dudes. Have good sleeps. You
So who
nerd.
so who knew the only thing
Uh-huh.
I needed to make people tune in for Wrath of the Righteous was Bop the Nose?
Uh,
Take that.
it's because I'm cute.
Yeah, and also you're like new to the game, and the game's been out for a lot longer, and people are more invested in it.
Yes. Yes.
Sleeps was that?
Uh,
It's the effect of the slumber hex.
mm-hmm. Also, it's me whenever I need to study history, but never me when I want to do anything not useful.
Yes, no. Study something I'm not explicitly interested in. I sleep.
Literally.
Yeah.
It used to be so bad for me that I genuinely just, like, I had to make mind maps, mind map notes, so I can read my notes back at me while so I can listen to them while I sleep,
Oh
when I was
yeah.
studying for them. Yeah, how I got round my refusal to,
Interesting. All right.
yeah.
I'm surprised that worked.
Oh yeah, no, it worked for me because it's like I guess I remember better when I'm doing that. I don't know. I
Pop
think it
learns
was
best.
mostly the note taking that helped more.
Yeah, the note taking definitely, but I do like the idea that your learning style is osmosis.
Yeah, no.
Visual, nah. Auditory, nah. Osmosis.
Kinesthetic? No way,
Nope.
no. In between sleeps. Shoo, shoo.
Yep. And that little space between the honk and the shoe. That's where I learned.
Mhm. Mhm. God. The way my notes were always so colorful and had lots of doodles, and only my most stuck up teachers had issues that I doodle during class.
Some teachers hate that, yeah. I feel like it's
Yeah.
disrespecting them.
Yeah.
My
This one teacher
favorites?
I had
No, go ahead.
really hated it, really hated it when I doodled and then she quizzed me on what she was talking about and I could answer perfectly.
I was just about to refer to that.
Mm,
My favorite teachers were like that because after a while they just have to accept it.
mm-hmm.
like what ended up being my favorite teacher ever, Kathy
Uh-huh.
Prosser. She caught me writing or doodling or whatever the fuck I was doing in class that was not listening to the lecture, and asked me some
Mhm.
questions, and I didn't even look up from my book. I just gave the answers.
Mhm.
And she tried it again later in the class, and I did it again. And then she talked to me after class, and she's like, basically, like, if you're, if I understand that you can pay attention and do what you're doing, just like, do you have to? Because everyone else is gonna
Like,
want to
yes,
do
it
it. It's
helps
like,
me.
yeah, I do.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, it helps me focus better when I'm doing something other than paying attention to a boring fucking thing in front of the
Yeah.
class. Like, I'm sorry, you're not the most interesting fucking thing to a teenager, teachers. Christ.
I mean, we were doing Macbeth, which is okay, but it's also not complicated enough for me to have to pay rapt attention.
I was about to say, like, ah, yes, man's hubris kills him in the end. Uh huh.
Well,
Yes.
there's a lot of good examples in there of like uh, Shakespeare's recurring motifs of
Mm hmm.
like the inversion of natural order needing to be fixed by the end. People,
Mm
dragging them, like being the cause of their own downfall.
hmm. Mm hmm.
Um,
Mm hmm.
a really clear,
Yes.
like, tragic flaw,
Mm hmm.
stuff like that. So, like, I know why we
I
study
could
it.
have.
It's just it's not as good
Yeah,
as
no.
King Lear or
Yeah.
Tempest.
I like Othello too.
Othello's great, yeah.
Mm. No, but the thing is, but that, like, I'm not saying that it wasn't, it didn't need to be studied. But you're right. It's not that complicated.
No, it,
God. Okay. But also, eventually Shakespeare got too boring and um lame for schools. During my time, we s- we studied like this god awful boring local novel that's like it's a story about this boy who escapes his life with his father because he's an abusive piece of shit.
okay.
And the metaphors were really obvious. The things, everything else was really obvious. Like it's just, mm-hmm, uh-huh. I was really bored in English class
Yeah, I
as
get
a
it.
teenager.
Like, we do need to expand our, uh, like, education material beyond just, like, Brits and Americans. But
I feel
Shakespeare,
like
but Shakespeare's not one of the ones we
Shakespeare
should
is
be giving
good.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's as good as we say he is. Actually,
yeah. And but also it's important to study the original, like he's the reason why tropes were a thing,
yes, he.
became a thing.
Writing is
He
easy because he invented writing as we know it today. That's true.
yeah. So it's important to study that guy so the
Yeah,
children, or rather teenagers beginning this whole process, can understand,
yeah.
ah, that's why this motherfucker is important. And
Hmm.
that's why structure is important. This motherfucker perfected the iambic pentameter. Fuck it.
He
I
invented a way to write fucking prose in iambic pentameter. Blank verse is insane.
not the guy we should be skipping over.
Yeah, oh, it's
Jules Verne?
boring.
Maybe. J- Today we got opinions on literature.
Yeah, like, I don't mind Herman Melville. We don't have to study him in school. He's not
No.
that good. He's like Diet Dickens. Like, anything you could learn from a Melville novel, you're going to learn better from Dickens. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Except wrong whale facts. I guess you can get whale facts from Moby Dick, which is pretty
Wrong
good.
wheel.
Like, half of them are wrong!
I mean, you're not
Like how
wrong.
it's a fish. I love it. I love Moby Dick. It's such a mess of a book. It's so good.
It's basically magical realism.
Yeah, it's crazy. Get this fucking. I'm gonna kill this fucking whale. So help me.
I do love that Abe's obsession with the white whale and the fact that white whale has now become a slang. Like that's my white whale. That's the one that I keep chasing that just never appears for me.
Yeah, it's your obsession with like an impossible goal. Totally. I also love that Moby Dick is a sperm whale, and that didn't
Mhm.
mean anything at the time, but now it's
Mhm.
hilarious.
Yeah. It's just a normal baby whale. It's not even one of the largest
No,
whales out there.
well, it's a very big sperm whale, is the idea. Like it's like
Yeah.
freakish. And poor Pequod just being
Um,
dragged along for this whole thing.
oh God. Okay. Now that we've razzed enough writers.
And I would talk shit about a bunch of old writers. Let's get into the
Uh
work of
huh.
a new writer who is problematic but also very good.
Yeah. Also very upsettingly good.
Like, just look at the list of things Chris Avallone wrote, and you'll see your favorite games in there. It's infuriating.
Man. Sorry. Talking about another favorite writer,
Yeah, go for it.
Kojima,
Oh, God, yes.
being being like so intelligent
Yep, Genius
that
Kojumbo
he
wrote some damn
predicted
good
memes.
shows. Damn good video games. Yep.
He predicted memes. He predicted
Facebook, meme
how
culture. Yep.
yeah, how we would eventually end up exchanging information through the idea spread through pictures, memes.
Yep.
Hey, Koja. Jesus Christ, girl.
And how social media
And
would
then,
be used as a way to curate the context around information to control its spread.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, wouldn't it be crazy if some major fucking thing happened and we could only connect with each other through the fucking post? Wouldn't that be crazy? COVID. Oh, I love that he felt the urge to apologize for creating such a realistic
Yeah, that
game.
was well.
Like,
That time it was because it happened too quickly,
yeah.
right? He wrote Death Stranding and then
Hmm.
immediately COVID, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna try a different approach in the future. I'm
And
sorry."
and maybe not predict the terrible future for us. What a cool guy. What a fucking nerd. Uh, okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah, Karpashin too. I
Mm,
forgot he was in. He wrote KOTOR. Avalon did
mm.
KOTOR 2, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because it's got all of his hallmarks of like questioning everything about the philosophy and
Okay. Uh, I love writers.
also New Vegas was an Avalon game. Yep, that's why. Yeah, exactly. There's every trope to shreds. Yeah, like I said, it had all the hallmarks of one of his things.
Uh,
Uh,
I seriously love also how games are becoming more respected in terms of like story writing, the narrative behind it, like with the Last of Us TV show, right?
yep.
Like people don't realize that not like pretty much nothing of the script of the show was taken away from the game. As in like it
No,
probably used the same script probably.
I imagine they used the same script and just expanded it to make it into a series,
Yeah.
which is a good way to adapt a film-like video game.
Yeah. And it's just such a god. I would actually die if they did a God of War reboot, but like film or TV series,
Oh yeah, I gotta
I
play
would
that.
love to watch that.
Any
It's
news
so
on the
good
port?
watching Kratos. Hmm?
Any news on the God of War 2 port?
I haven't been checking.
Yeah, because my deal was as soon as I hear it's coming out, I'm doing God of War 1.
Mm.
Well, God of War reboot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna play the original series. I don't like them.
No, me neither.
I played 1 and 3, and I'm fine. I don't need more of it.
Okay.
So this is our character.
Mm-hmm.
Level 6 and change.
Oh yeah, we have Social.
Right, I replaced your Cloak of Disguise for now. Agile Fists, don't need that.
What was the arrows that you and Savant both were like,
Yeah, this. Midnight Bolt.
ah,
It's like a 50-point damage magic missile that can't be reduced or ignored. It
and
will
cannot
always
miss? That's
hit.
kind of cool.
Do not use them. It's a trap. It
Apparently,
is...
Carpassion is working on something sci-fi again.
Ooh.
Neat.
Okay.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Right, I'm gonna turn off my air conditioner.
wow.
This game gets warm. Like, it gets warm in here when I play this game.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I am still largely meh like in terms of wellness.
Yeah.
I don't
And,
know.
and for that reason, any voices Bump isn't comfortable with, I'm gonna do my horrible take on them. Dead.
Mm-hmm. uh, I don't think we should give him shit for anything. Of course, we need all the alcohol we
Oh
need.
god, yeah. Alcohol is
This
useful
is
for
a
a bunch of
fucking
stuff.
war.
Like, not only drinking, but like, uh, yeah,
Sterilization.
sterilization, first aid. Like,
I still think about that one medical officer that was really horrified when he learned that I cleaned a wound with a little with this solution that really I shouldn't use for that apparently. I forgot
I
what it's
mean,
called.
if it disinfects it, then I don't see the problem.
Yeah, but he said no, you should only just clean wounds with water.
I mean,
Plain
saline,
water.
it can, but no, water, no, not on its own. That doesn't disinfect anything.
Yes. No, no, genuinely saline water. That was what he said.
Oh, saline, yeah, that works
Water from
okay.
your filtered like your filtered water from your name brand filter machine thing. Those.
Well, that's not
Just that and
saline.
then get it clean.
Like, saline's water and salt.
Yeah. That and also water from those if that's what you get if that's what you can get.
But that
Point
isn't,
is you can just keep it clean and not wash it with other things.
it's not likely to work. The bacteria is still going to get in there. You'd have to constantly be flushing it. I don't know what the fuck they were
I
trying to
don't know
tell you.
what to tell you. That was what he yelled at me about. Well, I say yell, but um he was probably just being insistent and upset about it, so I took it in a real negative way because I was upset.
I mean, fair enough.
Anyway,
Alright, I think that's everything. Let's get a night's sleep. You cannot rest here. That's what you think.
why can't we rest here on the campgrounds?
We can. It's just like what it's saying is you can't set up like a rest area like you could in the wilds. And the reason you
Mm.
can't is because it teleports you to the bed.
Oh,
So it shouldn't even have that. I don't know why it started showing up.
game's just mad at you.
Do we have a scroll scribing kit? No, we should get one before we do that.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I'm excited.
Ichika just
We should be
wants
able
to
to.
get this over with so she can go back home.
Gonna be here a while.
The funny thing being, I am an awful um creator for Ichika. I just port her over to whatever games I'm playing.
The elf before you casually rests his bearded arm on the weapon at his side.
Bandaged arm.
Bandaged arm, yeah.
Bearded arm?
Bearded arm. His bearded arm! The
That's
weapon
so
at his
weird,
side.
Jonathan.
I think you're being judgy of this elf's
You can't
body
be.
hair.
Yes,
About
I would be real concerned if his arm is bearded.
racism. Can't believe it.
Yes,
He bows his head.
anti-elfism is okay. What? They're such haughty bastards
Can I
sometimes.
get that in the quotes, please? I think elf racism is okay. He
What?
bows his head with dignity.
It's like,
I congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Forn Autumn Hayes, and I've come to Mendev from Keonan. I'm at your service. Keonan is the elven homeland.
mhm. Who's your quarry here in Mendev?
I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarite by the name of Kalesa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind.
Noble kind. Ugh.
I managed to catch up
Elves.
with her here in Canabras, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and couldn't free her soul from its service to the Dark Masters. He expresses no anger or
Well,
hatred as he speaks, just the compassionate sorrow.
I'm sorry for a misfortune. Hopefully things will turn out differently next time.
He purses his lips. There is no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity.
Ah.
We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived. Means that I will be more prepared the next time we meet.
Uh,
So we met Kalesa. Or Kalesa.
we have?
She was the dark elf that we healed against her will so she could escape.
Ah. I suppose Kalesa is a drow?
Yes. And,
So, do you think we can make that? Nice.
you see a shadow pass over Forn's eyes for a single instant. Then his face is as impassive as before. A drow? Unlikely. It's more plausible that her dark service has left a brand similar to the one on the that twisted the entire cursed drow race. A coincidence, I would think.
I met her, though.
Gordon's melancholic expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses, and his fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. Under what circumstances? I hope you seized the opportunity to kill her.
You certain of your allegations?
Gordon lowers his head, says in a hollow voice, I am. Her misdeeds are terrible, and proven with absolute certainty.
Mm. Well, I let her go. I didn't know.
After giving you a saddened look, Gordon stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulders.
I dislike elves. My noble race. Are we blessed with longevity life?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Very
Ugh.
noble, very long, and wise. And they learn their lessons. All those, also those cursed
Sure.
drow.
I have to
So,
go, I guess.
gotta leave. Good fortune to you. Alright, now to talk to actually the guy that can sell me stuff. Came here to get Ace.
Scroll scribing kit.
Correct.
Gotcha. Baby. She's so cute.
Uh, let's get 5.
Will never cuddle, but is happy to shadow.
That should be. Alright, before we leave, we should make sure everybody's got their spells prepared and ready. And you prepared your spells like an asshole today.
Who, Socio?
Yeah. I guess they're things he'd use when he was just a priest. But they're just not useful for us.
Ooh, hedging weapons. I know that.
Yep. Magic weapons ain't bad. But he's a, like, melee character.
Command.
Yeah, his wisdom isn't super high. Like, it's high enough for him to cast all the spells by the end of the game, but he's not going to be a saber suck kind of guy.
Mm.
He's better at buffing and actually kicking asses.
What's Unbreakable Heart do?
It gives you a save. Oh, here, I'll show you. +4 morale bonus and saving throws against mind-affecting effects that rely on negative emotions, like crushing despair, rage, or fear.
Cool.
Or that would force them to harm an ally, such as confusion. Like, it's not terrible. Kind of situational. I generally prefer remove fear.
Hmm. Also, what about taking names? He can paint, so I'm hoping he can also write.
Yeah, I would hope to. It'd be pretty lame if he couldn't. Weapon of Awe. Aw. 1 restoration.
Hmm. Poor Van Gogh.
Yeah. Yeah, every 80s action hero, a soft boy.
I don't know. Keanu Reeves is a bit of a soft boy.
He's not an 80s action hero.
No, he wasn't. He could be if he wanted to.
Not big and muscly enough.
No.
The 80s were pretty... They had a type. The Schwarzenegger.
Ugh. He was 90s though. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Godfather has my back.
No, but being in the 90s doesn't make it an 80s. You're baiting me.
Am I?
Yes.
I don't know.
Fraggin. One of these days. Give him 2 sound bursts. God, why so many prayers?
He really wants to pray.
I guess so. He loves it. I know we're fighting undead, so go nuts on those. Unless I've got a different anti-undead spell.
What does Screaming Flames do?
Okay, Screaming Flames is pretty good. You blast your foes with fire in a 15-foot burst centered within close range. Fire shaped into skulls, screaming in agony. Creatures hit by the fire have to make a reflex save or take 1d8 points of fire damage for every 2 levels.
Ooh.
Each affected creature must also make a will save or take 1d3 points of wisdom damage.
Oh, that's sexy.
They're not bad.
Why don't we get that one too?
Not great against undead, and that's what we're going up against. They are immune to the mind stuff.
Damn it.
I know.
Hi, Kocha.
Well, he is a heal machine, that's true. But he's also pretty decent in a fight. Okay, she's good.
Someone sleepy?
Got an EP baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like slowly nodding off.
Oh, that's cute. Alright, we're good. Time to leave.
Time to eep. Okay.
I feel like I'm not getting the attention that I deserve. Oh. Hold on here. Ah. So you're a war chief now. You gotta lead us to free Socorus from the Fae. From those Fae. Albrecht nods his head with respect. I felt it the moment I saw you. This one's special. But that you'd go and get yourself a whole army in no time. That I did not expect. Well, how does your newfound power feel? Has it gone to your head yet?
Would Ichika feel it necessary to correct him on Fae versus Demon?
Well, the confusion basically comes from him not knowing that the world wound happened. So that sounds insane to him.
It's not two.
No.
It doesn't feel odd. But she does feel the pressure of people relying on her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one first, because quarry, knowing your quarry is important.
Agree. Fae, demons, angels. Albert screws up his face and waves his hand in front. He's trying to get rid of a foul smell. And they're all the same spooks. Could have stayed in the magicy forest, happy as a pig in mud. But no, had to poke the funny heads in the mortal world. Hold on, don't change the subject, eh? What do you think about being a war chief?
It's an odd feeling.
Yes, it's a very scary thing to be responsible for others. Especially when you're not out picking mushrooms and taking them to war. Even if you win, some of them surely won't make it back home. And you're the one who has to bear the burden. Albrecht runs his hand over his beard, shakes his head at the thought. But I know you'll do just fine. And not because I've seen you in battle, although you are worth a whole band of warriors in a fight. I know you'll make a fine war chief because you're not thinking about power or honours. You're concerned about the people in your charge. As long as you hold on to that, you'll have nothing to fear.
Nobody move. I'm armed with meat, sandwich, and water.
Please,
Hi, Laura.
please don't meet me.
Yeah, please don't meat sandwich me. This
What's up,
shirt
Laura?
is new.
Well, I didn't come here just to flap my gums. Since I gone to war and you're in charge, I better do this the right way. My blade and my life are yours, War Chief. I mean, it's not like I need a blade, but my talons and beak will do the trick. But saying it like that is the dumb thing. My talons and beak are yours, just, you know, it doesn't have the same ring to it.
No. I appreciate the gesture, Ulbrich.
Well, there's something else. You can already see things are bad. But the tales of all of Socorro is burning down and its people dying out? I'm sorry, I just don't believe those. It can't be true. We're not the kind of folks that get snuffed out just like that. I've kin in a village not far from here. Brandon Glen. Let's go there and talk to them. Have them fill us in. They're smart folk. Perhaps to help us in battle too. To get right, clean up Socorro before he can say, "Around you fell creatures." Sorry, around you. Around you fell creatures. Albrecht bumps his fist.
What that means.
It's like Gaelic, I'm sure. Bumps his fist into his palm with a chuckle of bravado. Alright, I'll go prepare for the road ahead. The Karawa chief.
Got things to do. Figured you'd drop by and say hi.
Always appreciate
Thanks
it.
for saying hi.
I hope you've been
Have
well.
fun with the things you gotta do.
Yeah.
How rude.
Anybody you wanted to talk to before we go? I should give you that option. They're all around here somewhere.
We know Camellia was creeping on people getting fixed up in the fucking tent.
Yep. Watching people suffer.
No, I guess we're good. We should go rest.
Alrighty, archaic. Away, be gone. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, away with you. Got it. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess that would be it.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to find the pronunciation for it. And see what the origin of the word is. Susil. Hi, baby girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. So rude.
Yeah, gotta bring Sociel if we're gonna go do the graveyard.
Koja refuses hugs and cuddles, but will stay like 5 feet away. Always watching. Ugh, even when I'm in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps especially when I'm in the bathroom,
Cats famously like to watch you poop.
for some reason. Like, I don't watch you poop, Koja. Maybe you can,
Yeah, and she's disappointed about that.
No. Damn. Am I not being a good cat mom for not watching her poop?
I think you're fine. An elderly man limps towards the grave, clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves. And an old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman, with her face bathed in tears, steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting. It burns like everything else in the house. There's nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Yeah! The most needless sound effect. Socio throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. Takes a breath, prepares to speak. But it seems he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in his gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shaylin's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this..." He breaks into sobs mid-sentence and falls silent without finishing his declaration.
Who is this?
This was, I think, another priest of Shaylin.
I don't know them.
But he did ask
I
you to
don't
come
think
here.
I'd say.
Yeah, well, he asked you to come here for the moral support of the Knight Commander and Saver of Cadabra showing up. That it would mean a lot to the people. Like, these are his parishioners, basically.
Okay.
I love the evil one.
Yeah, they're dead. What's the big deal? To a bunch of grieving mourners.
He could be a real prick.
Amazing. Ichika would know what to do here. It'd be a lawful answer. You fought honorably and remained steadfast in your duty until your final breath. Your deeds won't be forgotten. Knowing full well that little deeds like this often will be forgotten in the face of history.
Unless you
She's
actively try not to. Socio's too absorbed in his grief to hear you. The other mourners aggressively raised their fists into the air, inspired by her words. "Glory to the heroes of the Crusade! Never forget!" What is that? An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of the silent morning. Her trembling hand points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. A zombie! Run!
Amazing. Did those undead just chase after the civilians?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Quite a few of them. Alright.
Would you like to kill the one that's very stupidly put itself in the middle?
Nah, that one will get taken
Huh.
care of on its own. I got a different idea.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Then you fire blast,
Yeah, Nenio's basically
fireball.
not very good against them.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
why aren't
guess
her...
they're undead.
Yeah, well, her illusions aren't super good, but she's got a few tools. Zombie Lord.
Is magic missile magic missile is a cantrip, right?
No, first level spell.
Oh, damn. No, that I'm thinking of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast, yeah, is a cantrip in 5th edition. It's just a special ability in 3rd edition.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's not a spell. It's just a thing you can do as a warlock.
I suppose if magic missile was a cantrip, it'd be pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Like you'd have no reason to use anything else but magic missile.
I mean, in a lot of cases, yeah. Like a guaranteed, like, 2 to 5 damage. Pretty damn good. Yeah. I'm trying to get them to group up so that we can channel and kick their asses. I also knew that they have to walk around this way to get to us, so that's why I put that there.
Mm-hmm. Shamaha. Cheater.
That's me. Play to win.
Does Light of the Angels hurt the undead?
No. All that's doing is keeping them from hiding, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't dazzle the undead, I don't believe.
Damn.
Immune to the razzle dazzle.
Not the razzle dazzle.
The razzle dazzle.
You know, with the name Disrupt Undead, I would think that it would just disable the undead creature.
Yeah, it isn't quite as impressive as it name sounds. Gotta set him up. What they gotta do eventually.
Hmm.
Trying to minimize the menus. I know you're not a fan.
Okay with most menus, except for, you know, shop menus. I hate shop time.
Hmm.
Even when I'm playing on my own. It's not just a you thing.
I mean,
A
fair
me
enough.
thing. Like inventory management is so aggravating to do even on my own. Cause
Yeah, so now they're doing what I wanted them to do.
sweet. Correct.
The one's over there.
Is there a kick option?
Nah. That would be Bull
Damn.
Rush. Hmm. Here we go.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, there's
strategy.
more.
Oh yeah, there's way more. I'm trying to get them all group up so we don't have to waste resources on them.
Could you put Nenny on this edge here?
Yeah, so that she's away from the fight because she's, you know, squishy.
Ah.
Oh, it's satisfying.
Why do you need to do lore religion checks for that?
Oh, to identify the enemy and learn about their stats.
Ah.
The lore religion is the reason that I know all of this. That they have 2 undead hit dice, they have that much health. Those are their ability scores. That they have these immunities, these attacks, and these abilities. I didn't get enough to
Gotcha.
learn their skills, though.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Well, Lon. You did good, bestie.
Attack!
Hell yeah, Ichika.
Yep. Now we're just basically playing cleanup.
Out of my sight!
With a heavy heart, Lucio looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait. What's this? He bends down and discovers something on the ground. Take a look at this. Lucio hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart from your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves!
I'm sorry you had to go through this again.
Thank you. I had already said goodbye to them. Seeing them again in this form. Jalen is my witness, it was not easy.
No.
Wait! Townspeople fled the undead, without knowing that there's a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them.
Yep. Let's go find that
But first,
cultist.
that way I can take all their shit when we leave. Oh, there's actually something to do here before that.
Oh?
If I make the check, this is actually pretty cool.
Oh, whoa.
Somebody help me. Somebody's in the fucking tomb.
Holy shit.
Unquiet dead. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods! Thank you too! I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive!
Uh, I hate to break it to you, but you're dead.
How dare you! What utter foolishness! Do I look like a corpse to you? No,
Yes.
no, no. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such things to her. The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? Simply cannot be. I shan't permit it.
I permitted it.
Yeah.
You don't have to permit it. It's still happening.
I'm afraid it's true. I'm truly sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So, I died. But even in death, the accursed servants of the abyss torment me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there is no place for me here. Not in this miserable form.
Do you remember anything?
Allow me a moment to think. Seems like it, yes, indeed. I awoke because I heard a voice. They were reciting poetry or a prayer, perhaps. I suppose those were spells, then? Must have been your thrice damned necromancer.
Would you like to, pass along any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here?
That good-for-nothing band of hangers-on? Most certainly not. Thank you very much. I am reasonably confident that they've already brought my estate to ruin and squandered my fortune that I bequeathed upon them. They will no doubt have my missives. They will have to do without my missives. Spare us the indignity and the embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your disquieted sorcerer and his parlor tricks.
Yeah. Rest in peace, my friend.
Yep. What? Nah, I fucking hate my family. Bunch of idiots.
Relatable.
Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyway.
Aw. Brave robbing, but not.
Brave gifting. And now because we've formed an emotional bond with Sociel and he actually considers us his leader, he gets his mythic level.
Wow. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what the fuck is that?
What's what?
The
That?
thing by the tree that's wriggling.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Favorite aid.
a pipe fox.
I suppose I see why it's called a pipe fox.
Yeah,
Oh.
snake
I
with a
thought-
fox head.
Oh, that's so weird.
I love him. Pipe fox, he's a good little guy. He's friendly.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Where is my
Oh, he's around.
damned owl cat? There it
He's
is.
out. Oh yeah, there it is. Yucking it up. No care in the world.
Yeah, let's go deal with Pipe Fox has no cause being that cute. I'm afraid it's part of its
Contract.
contract, but also what's the word? Part of its
100%.
survival capabilities.
Now that's grave robbing.
Yeah. I'm glad that no one judged me for that.
Nah. I think only Abadar and maybe Pharasma's priests would really care. Oh, I should probably mythic up Socio.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Now, the spells are the obvious choice. But Domain Zealot's pretty sick. Swift action, domain powers. And his in particular gives you rerolls, I think.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's nice. You can also have impossible domain. You just have any domain from any of the gods. Because that would be impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Limitless
Yeah.
domain powers is nice. I think I'll do the domain build. There's some good shit.
I have no idea about builds and what they're like. You do you, Dusty.
Well, I decided to take the lead on this, but it's also like paying attention might make you better at using the Pathfinder system.
I mean, I am, but there's a lot to read.
Oh, I know. But I don't mind explaining why I'm picking stuff.
No, no explanation. You do
Well,
thing.
Too bad. I am
No.
picking Domain Zealot.
No,
I'm talking to the audience now.
No. Ah. Even the audience doesn't get to listen. No.
The things I put up with.
Very little.
Yeah, you are quite small. So, with Domain Zealot, I can use my domain powers as swift action, meaning I can still move and attack and around after using them.
Hi, Crimson.
Hey, Crimson, how's it hanging? Just in time to watch Bob have a big old brat moment.
Trying to be fucking annoying.
Follow my steps.
Or
At
try.
the cost of
I don't try.
alienating viewers.
Yeah. We know I've got enough of those I can just afford to lose a few.
Okay, damn, I'll stop. Jeez. Ow. It's good. Niece made an appearance. Ooh. Hell yeah.
What you mean? They came to visit?
Begone, fiend!
I suppose so.
Yeah, I'm not picking anything up. We'll get it all when we leave.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Nobody said anything, anyhow! Statement was implied.
She clearly read their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
How stupid of me not to notice that.
Uh-huh. Why wouldn't Nenio not be able to do that? It seems like that's just something that comes naturally to her.
Ah, yes, the person understander, Nenio.
Fall!
More like the person, current state of being knower, which is much more Nenio-like.
Aim carefully.
Nice shot. Wait, hold on. What status effect did you give that zombie? Oh, staggered. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, sickened. I didn't know they could be sickened. In fact, I'm pretty sure they can't. Huh. Neat.
You won't survive me.
He did survive Yulan.
I mean, for now. There's still plenty of him to go around, Bob.
Oh no. It's so far. He, he.
Yuck, 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 yuck. I can get more of them later.
There are so many zombies.
Yeah.
What the hell?
A lot of zombies. Oh, Socio ate it. He doesn't have very good armor right now. Finally.
Ichika's gonna eat it soon enough.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Ugh.
Endure this!
Grease?
She doesn't have grease. We might have a scroll of it. Be a good spell here. Oh. Haste. You're a little surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
Missed.
Into the fray!
They're waiting for us.
Are they?
There's a whole squad of undead guarding the door. Maybe we should look for an alternate entrance.
Maybe you're an alternate entrance, Social. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Not like a butt thing?
No.
Anyway.
Do you want to heal
Let's head
the
out.
three of them?
Oh, I intend to rest.
Oh, here?
I guess we can't rest here? Damn. Thought I could. Okay. Then yeah, it's healing time.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Alright, quick save.
We should move.
Ugh. Oh, right. Powerless prophecy.
I'll remove this obstacle.
If you hit. Yep, you're okay. More importantly, loot. Like saving people? Sure, I guess. But loot? Now we're talking.
Now we are making a mystery of ourselves?
Yes, Nenio. We failed. Well, at least we didn't take damage that time. Alright. More loot.
Mm-hmm. Two goblin tendencies settled yet? We're just gonna keep looting
Oh,
just
no.
because I asked you that, aren't you?
We are looting everything forever. Why are we already fatigued?
That's... Oh yeah.
That doesn't make any damn sense.
Aren't you supposed to rest before...
We
Oh,
did.
you see, I wanted to rest before we did.
Like we oh, did I not do that?
I don't know.
I probably didn't, now that you mention it.
Like before we left camp,
Now we did.
you mean?
Let us be careful.
Yeah, I probably forgot.
No, yeah, right after you got the scribe kit,
Yeah, you're
you
right.
just stayed. I mean, you just left.
Oh well. Who are you? What do you want? All you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith you can do it. Don't you dare! I'm approaching slowly! That's a great bug! He's so...
Because you were sneaking.
Because he was sneaking!
Oh, Socio. He's passionate about the people he cares about.
Yeah.
Green flag sort of guy.
This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I won't let you harm any living or dead anymore.
The dead is less important to protect.
Do you think that I need your permission? Oh, hey, you boonbag, stand up and kill.
phone bags. It's the best you got. Get the necromancer first, I guess.
Yep, if we take him out, then we're good. Alright, Nenio. Send you over to deal with them. How are you doing?
Of the current party members,
No glory without risk.
what ice cream flavor do you think each enjoys?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, you would know Ichigo,
Mm-hmm.
but if I had to guess, knowing your preference for spiting me, chocolate, chocolate chip mint.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Lon likes vanilla.
Yeah.
Because he never got to have ice cream, and he's happy to have whatever he can easily get.
And vanilla is simple but very good when you get
Yeah.
the good ones.
Still good. Can't appreciate it. Well, there's no pleasing some people.
I think Sila would be the secret sweet and like almost like you'd expect you'd expect it um for other people but not her. Like I don't know, something that's sweet and like
Like cloyingly so.
yeah, cloyingly sweet.
Uh,
Oh, good job.
hmm.
Disagree?
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, no. I was bothering Koja. Well, Koja's bothering me for more food.
Oh, I heard you say disagree, and I'm like, I didn't hear what you said
Oh.
in the first place.
No, sorry.
That's okay.
Also, I need to use the bathroom a sec, so I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
I'm just kicking zombie asses. See you in a bit.
Mm-hmm. Discord. Please work.
What if the alternate entrance was the friends we made along the way? It's going to be hard to climb in there. Playing too much Midnight Suns lately. I was thinking about how I could knock the undead into each other, and then I remembered that's not how this works. Ah, yeah. I'm glad that turned out good.
Forwards.
Yeah, desecrating the dead. How dare... Oh, yeah, they're undead. My mistake. Yep. Please, carry on. The right stomp where their life restarts. Yeah, the rest of them are in that pit. I'm just preparing to get in. Like, once I cancel the pit, I want to be able to cluster up on them. Oh, that's... Come on. That one in particular is egregious. Like, that's not even a half a foot. Oh well, they're dead. I'll wait for Bob. Hope everybody's doing well out there.
Welcome back.
Ah, welcome back.
I see it was very timely.
Very timely. I surrender! Stop! I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture.
Uh-huh.
You damned rat! How dare you! Suddenly, Socio becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clench into fists, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag! I remember you! You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago! We fed you! You shared a table with you! Took you in! And then I don't even know what I'm about to do to you! Stop it! Surrender! Socio ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood, but continues, fighting past the wild blows of his increasingly bruised and busted face. You're a priest of Shaylin! I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life! Your goddess demands it!
Does it?
Yeah.
Socio?
Oh, you want to do two then?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Are you telling the truth?
His response is punch. Yes. The Eternal Rose is known for her grace. It teaches us to show mercy to anyone who asks for it.
I think your goddess is stupid.
It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, he must try to save their soul.
Uh-huh.
To show them that there's beauty. Persuade them to abandon the path of evil.
I see.
It's difficult, but the world is better for it.
I think in this sense, in this moment, you've seen that he is not willing to, you've seen that he did all these things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's worthwhile to give him mercy.
Well,
Quote unquote.
he is now harmless, is the thing. And it's not like he's ever going to get out of jail.
Is he going to jail after this?
Oh yeah, they're going to take him and throw him in the fucking brig. And if he has an opportunity to, like, get help, then maybe someday he would be a functioning member of society that would otherwise just be dead. Also, just as a broad rule, when somebody is your captive and is no longer a threat, do not kill them.
Okay.
But of course, he's still a little piss baby. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Socio. Try to make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, run to Shaylin for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own.
Oh, this dingus.
Yeah, no, he's trying.
See,
But Ichigo doesn't have to agree with him or me.
is this one of those things where it's like if you break your vows to your goddesses, you'll lose your magic things,
It's a possibility.
right?
Like, if this is an absolute violation of Shaylin's teachings, then yeah, that would happen.
I mean, hit him some more. Just don't kill him.
I like that answer a
Oh.
lot. Like, okay, then don't break the law. Like, don't break your rule. But that doesn't mean you can't go up to the rule.
Yeah.
Lucille knocks the necromancer down to the ground. Enough. He's defeated and will disturb the dead no longer. Humbling him further is not justice, only revenge.
All right.
Someone negotiating
yeah.
the terms of service with their goddess. That's great.
Ichika would. Ichika is arguing the terms of service to a god type.
I mean, I do like characters who hold like their creeds to like the letter, if not the intent of the word, and try to get around it. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame. Disgrace. But I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened.
It shouldn't have happened.
It should never have happened, yeah. Wipes the blood off of his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander, and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. Alright. Now, if Ichigo wants him dead, that's her call. Or she can taunt him to do it! Do it. Do it.
Not gonna taunt him. This isn't the run. Not. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I suppose he is helpless. Can we ensure that he can't use his magic in the brig?
I'm pretty sure they have methods to prevent people from casting spells.
Okay.
Otherwise, they
Then-
wouldn't be able to keep cultists, right?
Yeah. Okay. And let's imprison this bastard.
Right.
Not worth.
Yes. That's the right thing to do, Cleric says with a sigh of relief. Thank you.
You soft-hearted boy.
I love the reveal that he's got a temper, and even he didn't know. Social
It's one
exam.
of those things where it's like, if your temper is never challenged,
Yeah,
like there would be no reason for you to.
yeah. He'd never seen such immediate, blatant
Horror.
injustice before.
Yeah. Like he just watched his friends die and then he
Get
had to
back
kill
up.
them again.
Yep.
Like yeah, that would enrage Ichika too.
That
But
would,
she
I think,
is
enrage anybody reasonable.
yeah.
Socio examines the devastated graveyard, and diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It is all right. You're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Socio's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard slowly regains its tranquil appearance. After
These
a
poor people.
Yeah. After a prayer, Socio bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. So yeah, good start to his quest. I like this one. Hello, citizen.
Oh, also, I think Nenio would like Neapolitan ice cream
I was gonna say that too! Neapolitan!
because there are 3 flavors.
Yes, that's better than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
And
agree.
she's like, it's efficient.
Yes, I agree. She likes Neapolitan. Holy shit.
Mostly because I like Neapolitan ice cream for the same reason.
Here's the thing. I don't like Neapolitan because I don't want the chocolate mixed in with the other two.
Mm-hmm.
I like chocolate. And I like strawberry and vanilla. And strawberry and vanilla I like together, but chocolate just kind of like overtakes the rest of them.
There.
Oh yeah, so there's a whole like tactical war mode, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Like we get to send out
Oh yeah.
military units.
Yes, we do.
Hello.
We're not doing it yet because we cannot win a fight with 100 conscripts or footmen.
Oh. Bruh.
How do I get back to... There it is.
Oh, that's exciting. I love that.
Yeah, wait till you see the Crusade management system once we actually get a
Okay.
base.
Once again, because I am a nerd, I spent so much time playing Romance of the Three Kingdoms as a kid.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah. I wasn't very good at it on account of being a child,
Yeah.
but what I understood, I did well.
Yeah,
Enough.
I had the same problem the first time I put my hands on Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, I had no chance. I was a fucking child. That game's way too hard for a kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. I still remember enjoying it though. Like
Oh yeah.
making my character travel from city to city, doing the diplomacy stuff, having to deal with the plagues. It's always the fucking plagues too. Fucking grasshoppers.
A message for the commander! A knight in a simple armor lowers his voice. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at Camp Incognito as planned. You can find her where the minor knightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her.
Ooh, at once or when the time permits. At once probably works because that's my commander.
Certainly. Unfortunately, that was a lie, because we're going to go talk to Horgus Worm first.
Oh.
Or maybe I need to talk to Irabeth first.
So I suppose Irabeth also doesn't know that that's the queen, huh?
No. Commander, allow me to say something. Irabeth looks even more serious than usual. Before you...
That's very serious.
I know, yeah. Her entire forehead's just a wrinkle now.
Yeah.
Before you, this wasn't a war. It was agony, drawn out over decades. No one believed in victory anymore. When the demons attacked the city, for some it was a relief. At least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but I somehow got through the stubbornness, the vague hope that if nobody found Inevia's body, she might, by some miracle, have survived. And that miracle was you. You returned my beloved to me when I'd nearly lost all hope of seeing her alive again. Then you went on a suicide mission to the Grey Garrison and won the city back for us. You turned a defeat into victory. I know it wasn't easy, but you make everything seem so effortless. You do everything just like that. You're just like that. The Queen believes in your powers too. But for me, they're just more proof of what I felt the day when I saw Inevia alive, standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who will finally put an end to this terrible war, and in spite of everything, deliver us the victory we so desperately need. With you, I'm sure the Crusade will achieve what the others could not.
Yikes. Ichika's like, huh.
Yeah. Ichika's shoulders just got very heavy.
Yeah. I found the scabbard with her family name on it in the Grey Garrison.
Irabeth looks down. This scabbard held the solemn hour, my family sword. My father once fought with it, and I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. Inevia needed expensive healing, and having no other way to procure the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given up everything to help the family. I hoped to redeem the solemn hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. Seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever.
Oh. Is Inevia sick?
You'll forgive me if I don't go into detail. It is a private matter. Suffice to say, everything is fine now. The treatment was costly, but it was worth it.
Okay. Well, I can see you truly love her.
Yeah. A delicate blush appears in Irabeth's cheeks, and she nods silently.
She's precious.
Hell yeah.
Oh. There's the thing that she says there.
Oh, you're right. Irabeth lovingly traces the name imprinted on the silver scabbard, on the scabbard's leather. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn the title or coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see the solemn hour again, but at least I have its scabbard back. Thank you.
It would be real shitty if nah,
What?
nah. Like the sword comes back, but it's like being wielded by a demon, and it's been corrupted into some sort of devil blade or cursed blade or something.
It's a cursed
It's so
blade.
fucking stupid.
It's a cursed blade that turns anyone it strikes into a man.
Oh, that would be sort of horrifying because I was thinking, and then it somehow strikes an Evia.
Yep, that's. I mean, if you're reading between the lines, that's what the procedure was.
Yes, would be a shame if I just yoink scabbard.
Fred the
Oh, and
Omega
it's been
Anti-Lord. Jesus. Can't figure out how much int to put on the Eldritch Scoundrel. What's your build? If you're just going to do the sneak attack approach with raise and stuff, you don't need as much. But if you want to go into Assassin or have a saving throw worth a damn, you probably want to go pretty in.
Do we have 7,500 gold coins?
I think we do, yeah.
We can do it.
Melee sneak attack rather than raise. Then I don't think it matters that much. Alright, so we have more soldiers.
What happened to the tavern cellar?
Something strange. A portal opened up in the middle of the cellar, and a cultist in terrifying mask emerged from it. Luckily, there were some hardened fighters in the cellar who stopped the cultist from slaughtering everyone there. One of Inevia's scouts knocked a rod from a cultist's hand. The rod I gave to you. In revenge, the demon worshipper cast a spell and vanished, along with the same brave warriors who dared to fight against him. And that's where the Lord of Nothing DLC begins.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, if you're going to do sneak attack, you want to go high on the dex, I think. Maximize your odds of actually hitting with your melee attacks. And I'd strongly consider whether Eldritch Scoundrel is, like, something you really want. Because there are other sneak attack approaches. Not that it's bad, but you do give up half of your sneak attack dice for magic.
Horgus Quarum.
Now, where is he?
Uh,
Blacksmith, Arms. Maybe he doesn't show up until the next stop. Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to the WotR Hawkblade.
oh yeah.
Commander! Tall man with piercing yellow-green eyes gives you a brief nod. Let me personally congratulate you on the new title, and thank you for your time in advance. I am WotR Hawkblade, an Inquisitor of the Church of Iomade, and Bringer of Light. I require your assistance in a certain delicate matter involving one of your companions, young Count Diran Arande.
Are you one of Brother Halron's followers?
His face freezes for a moment, then he nods. Yes, of course.
I see. Already telling a lot about what he, like the sort of person this fella is. I would say Ishika wouldn't exactly say outright, like, what's your opinions on his atrocities? Like Ishika would say, like, what are your opinions on, like, on
His
Brother
approach,
Harun's actions?
yeah, and his
His
approach to
approach.
internal security.
Yeah. Because Ishika is tactful
But do you want to
and
ask one?
probing. Yeah.
Okay. One, but asterisk. The WotR is silent for a while. Usually, people reveal such things about themselves only to their confessor, not to some curious stranger. Still, I did ask for your help, and that imposes certain obligations upon me.
Correct.
Let me put it like this. I spent enough years by Prelate Helrun's side to learn how to keep him from going over the line.
Okay.
The Prelate is an extraordinary man, but he's fallen prey to his own paranoia and monumental sense of responsibility, which has gradually eroded his razor-sharp mind. He has witnessed so much hideous darkness that now he sees it in every shadow. Yet his strength was and still is a shield for all the people of Mendev. That is my opinion. His comrades and advisors are necessary to prevent him from making unforgivable mistakes.
Hmm. The problem lies where you find forgivable mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your answer. I don't want to know about where he was during Kanabra's attack.
Yeah, he wasn't there, and that seems to be implied that's one of the reasons Halrun got so out of control.
Yep. It's not an easy topic for him, huh?
Yeah, not an easy topic for me. Prefer not to discuss this.
Well then, what brings you here, mister?
I ask you to assist the Church of Iomade in an investigation of the utmost importance. I understand that the leader of the crusade has plenty of other matters to attend to, but please allow me to tell you the details. Perhaps it will explain why I am calling upon you. The Inquisitor's open face instantly reveals his feelings. He frowns and looks through you, lost in thought for a moment. I suppose that you've already heard about Count Arande's story. I refer to the tragedy of Heaven's Edge Estate.
Have we heard it? Because I don't remember it.
Well,
Like something,
the version we got...
like he was the only survivor, right?
Yeah, the demon showed up, spread a curse, or a disease, and everybody but him died. No one's really sure why he survived.
Well then, tell me what happened at Heaven's Edge.
About 10 years ago, several powerful demons managed to penetrate the Wardstone barrier and commit mass murder of all the guests who attended the feast in celebration of Diren's birthday. The unknown magical disease they brought wiped the whole estate in less than a day. It was not a unique case in and of itself. The demons had attempted such raids on Mendevian lands before, but they never dared target such a well-protected place.
Mm-hmm.
The Arande family was exceptionally rich. The estate was protected by elite bodyguards. There were several strong and righteous paladins among the guests. Moreover, the revered Nestrin, Diren's tutor, was one of the most powerful priests of Iomade in the vicinity. All of them died. Nonetheless, except for the young count, who had suddenly manifested his outstanding sacred healing powers. Was this a divine miracle, or a curse? Now that remains to be seen.
What if the answer is yes? You're going to investigate this whole case again, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I have several reasons to doubt the widely shared account of what happened, at the state, and how it happened. You see, Commander, I was among those sent to examine the estate right after the incident. I saw everything with my own eyes, and I still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago.
Oh.
Heaven's Edge was a unique place that still carried the spirit of old Mendev. Mendev before the World Wound. And yet, on the day it turned into a labyrinthine house of horrors, like something only seen in our nightmares. Apologies for the digression. I wanted to tell you about my suspicions.
Go on.
Everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was the only person left alive a young boy with newfound talent for divine magic? Why did nobody send to Canabras for help, even though the agony spanned many hours? We found the demons dead with their heads cut off. When we got to the estate, how were they defeated? How did the disease kill the paladins present at the estate who are immune to any disease? If the demons had found a way to penetrate the holy warrior's defenses, why was this never repeated since the tragedy at Heaven's Edge? Yeah, those are good questions, actually. You are the only person who can help me here, Commander, because the only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. Your army's route will take you near the very site of the tragedy, Heaven's Edge. It's been abandoned and sealed with potent magic throughout all of these years, and only the Count has the power to break that seal. He's unlikely to invite an Inquisitor inside, and in any case, he won't like me sniffing around his family seat. But if you, as his commander, express your wish to visit the estate, he will be obligated to fulfill it, and I will simply follow you as one of your attendants.
I see.
There are 100 ways, 1,000 paths, and myriad loopholes in human lives that the forces of evil can use to their advantage. I'm not sure which one of those led the demons to the gates of Heaven's Edge, but I do know that it wasn't a simple raid. And the kind the Crusaders face every day. That incident involved a significantly more powerful entity. And that is why I'm asking for help. We cannot be sure such a tragedy will not happen again, and we must uncover the truth.
Okay. Well, you've already been to the estate several times. What will be different this time?
I was a young and inexperienced Inquisitor when I first visited Heaven's Edge 10 years ago. My skills have improved significantly since then, and I have paid dearly for that. Makes a vague gesture pointing at his scars. My arsenal includes many spells and techniques dedicated to gathering information about people and events. Almost all of them require me to be physically present in the place where the event in question happened. That is why I have to return to Heaven's Edge.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think 3 is necessary to ask.
No, he already explained it. I'm gonna get some water.
So rude.
I'm reading the lines here. Give me a break.
Get dated. I mean, so far we have only encountered male characters, so get wrecked. And Erebeth has been your voice from the start, so get wrecked doubler. I was gonna go to the bathroom just to piss me off.
I'm back.
Okay. Today on Bob Boops the Snoot Show.
Like I said, I can't just do the same gag every time.
That's true.
What do you want to say?
Okay. Well, did you question Deeren himself?
I did. But the Count insisted that he couldn't remember anything about the incident due to severe shock. He saw the demons at the beginning when they appeared at the celebration to announce the onset of the plague and mocked their victims. He also witnessed the death of his mother, Countess Selena. That is all he would tell me. We had found the young count sleeping like a log on the floor in one of the rear chambers, having drunk about half the family wine cellar all by himself.
Oh.
There's no reason to disbelieve him in that matter. I mean, fair. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'd killed everybody I know and I personally watched my mother die, I'm gonna go drink more wine than I have blood in my body.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll kill me too, so I don't have to remember this.
Yeah. Or at least pickle my brain.
So, you suspect that Darren's hiding something? Are you still blamed for the tragedy?
I deliberately refuse to entertain any theories or suspicions that it doesn't affect my investigation. There's a saying among my colleagues that suspicion is the mother of prejudice, and prejudice married to failure. Man, where the fuck have you been lately? Could have used you in Canobris.
Yeah. Couldn't you have been, like, staying to, like, keep Halrin more in check?
Right?
Jesus Christ.
I can only tell you at Camp Arendelle wasn't suffering from a demonic possession. The most common malaise in the country at the time. Think about that. The most common illness in the country was demonic possession at the time.
I love that it's just been relegated to illness.
Yeah.
Who?
Also, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah.
Prelate Halrun himself examined the boy right after the tragedy. Didn't sense anything awry with him.
Great.
At least we could be sure it was done properly.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that if we don't help him, we miss out like a chunk of Darren's story.
We miss out on most of it, and we might, like, doom Deeren.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, fine, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Leotor bows his head to you with exceptional reverence. Thank you, Commander. Now, I ask you to speak with the Count and tell him that you wish to see Heaven's Edge. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when it's time to travel to the estate. When we get there, I will also require your help during the investigation. You will have to follow me, observing the actions as an independent witness.
Okay.
Like that's really good, actually.
That's a lot more honorable than I expect from an Inquisitor.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
Right,
lawful...
Hawkblade?
I would say it's because he's a lawful good, as opposed to Halrun is lawful neutral. Like, that's simplifying it, but it is a clear difference. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. I will remain here for a while.
Well, tell me more about yourself then, Inquisitor.
I am Ulfrin by birth, but I have lived in Mendev for most of my life. I don't actually know where Ulf... Dedicating myself to the service of the Inheritor. My warrior brethren mostly worship Gorum, but I've never been eager to fight for the sake of battle alone. I was a good fighter in my early youth, and could easily best most of my peers, but I didn't really enjoy showing off my skills. Victory's bland on its own. People
Fuck
add
off.
flavor to war. Purpose has flavors.
Fuck off.
So this guy's a barbarian.
Yeah, okay.
He's an Ulf barbarian who left and became a paladin.
I gotta say that the words victory is bland on its own is such a person who always wins.
Yeah! This guy's
to
really
say?
good. This guy's really good.
And like, it's one of those
Like,
things that
I'm tired of
absolutely
winning.
hate about the dialogue in this game because it's good in that sense. Because, like, it tells you so much about this motherfucker. Like, victory is bland on its own.
Yeah, I beat up
There's
all of my
nothing
peers,
interesting
and
about
I
winning.
needed a reason to keep fighting.
It's like, okay, damn, motherfucker, sit the fuck down.
I love it.
The people who keep losing to him are like, alright, leave some victories for the rest of us then if it's so bland. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. I can't say that I've always been a faithful sword of Eomade. Back in my mercenary days, fate brought me to the borders of Mendev, where I spent quite a long time among the Crusaders, fighting shoulder to shoulder with my righteous comrades in arms, and watching demons commit their atrocities eventually led me to something that I had been seeking my whole life. Purpose and faith. That is how I found my calling. Even though it is hard at times, I've never regretted the decision.
Alright. I have dubbed you cool guy.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
Again, love seeing so many different variations of Paladin. They're not all the same, right?
Yeah. Let's go talk. Can we talk to Socio? I want to check in on him.
Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I think we get to talk to him more at the next stop.
Let's go find Deeren.
There you are.
Got forced to be in this fucking crusade.
There you are.
You're wrecked.
How do you like your new role, Advisor? So good. Deeren winces. You also enjoy poking me with a stick, don't you? Imagine it. Me, a crusader. And if my dearest cousin hoped to teach me a lesson, she managed it perfectly. An assignment I couldn't avoid without losing face. This idiotic journey leading straight into the demon's maws. I could have been on a pleasure boat right now with the loveliest songstress and Pitax on my arm with a bottle of the finest Keonian wine. Keep us company.
It's okay, you have me for company now.
Incidentally, I blame you for all of this. Well, actually, I think Cousin Galfrey is to blame for everything that's happened to me, and I suppose some of my misdeeds might have contributed to might be considered my own fault, but I can hardly be expected to take responsibility, can I? Certainly not. Therefore, I shall lay all of the blame at your door, and plot my revenge.
Sure you will.
Like I said, I'm not attracted to men or villains, but he charmed me good.
Can't wait till he makes good on that threat. Forgetting that nice vibe we started on. You know, Heaven's Edge. I'd like to see the Erende State someday.
Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all of the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house.
You are a weirdo, Darren.
Deeren seems to have trouble getting the words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask for anything. Since you're my superior, and I'm your advisor, I am obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities. And I want to invite you, too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Yeah, I agree, Crimson. Really good. The writing's so good.
All right, deal.
Perfect. You'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. Something strange flickers in Deeran's smile.
Smile, huh?
Are
That's concerning.
Are you plotting revenge, Deeran? Is this what this is?
Okay.
Is this your revenge? You're gonna throw a party and somehow enact revenge?
Ichika's gonna pat his shoulder. Remember, you can now be tried for insubordination.
Ah, yes, but as the Count, you see, the owner of the entire land around Canabras, I can actually, what's the word?
Excommunicate?
No, wait,
Extradite?
no, I forget the word, but he can just, let himself out of jail.
Ah.
You see the plotting of revenge flash in his eyes, yeah.
Alright, then.
Love it.
Bye, Darren.
Alright.
Orgascorm time.
Did we see
Wherever
him?
he is.
Because I think he
No.
might not be here right now, or if he is, I can't talk to him.
We did chat with
Oh, there he is.
him. There he is.
Orgasquirm has been expecting you. Thumbs in his belt.
There you are. I've been waiting. As you can see, I too have joined the crusade. I don't know how to swing a sword, but war is costly, and I have money. Besides, my intellect and business sense may prove useful even on the battlefield.
Yes, actually. That could be very handy for logistics.
Besides,
I believe. Orgus shifts awkwardly from foot to foot. I believe I owe you an apology.
Wow.
the way I behaved was rude, ill-mannered. You are honest and an honorable person. You've clawed your way up from the bottom of society to the title of Knight Commander. And you are friends with Queen Galfrey herself. Such persistence deserves respect.
Orgus tilts his head in a brief acknowledgement of your merits.
Please allow me to give you this magic amulet for my humble, versatile treasury, to mark our future cooperation.
You got Amulet of the Blackened Mirror. That's a great item, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me about the Count Dearden Arende?
He's a brilliant young man with a brilliant pedigree. And that story of his, the nobility, the glue that keeps our society together. I suppose that is why demons so often choose their estates as primary targets. Who would notice the demons' bloody massacres? They only slaughtered poor common folk. The Arende family shared this tragic plight with the Gwyrms. Along with many other members of nobility, they fell victim to the treacherous attack during a major celebration taking place in their family estate. I hadn't received an invitation, was slightly insulted by the snub, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The god saved me from a terrible fate. All the guests died that day of a magical demonic disease.
Yeah.
Sympathize with the Count deeply. He has endured so much. It's no wonder he keeps himself aloof. I think that is due to the fact that Orgasquirm's fate so resembles his own. And we both have to relive the horrible memories whenever we see each other.
Yeah.
That's a lot more insight than I was expecting from Orgasquirm.
It sure is. It sure does help to know that He's not actually Horgus Gorm. He's someone playing as Horgus Gorm,
Yes.
who is also Horgus Gorm. If that makes sense.
Yes. He just
Because
kind of
he's playing
adopted the
himself.
being Horgus Worm because there was no one else. Why not? Why let that money go to the fucking royals? Who gives, like,
Hmm.
take it? Yeah.
And who can fucking prove that he's not Horgus Gorm? No one.
No! In fact, he's gone out of his way to act like an asshole noble.
Why have you decided to support the Crusades now?
And with all due respect, that is none of your business. I have my
Carnage?
reasons. Perhaps I felt a rush of patriotism when Gnobris was destroyed. Or perhaps I just wished to look after Camellia. Anyway, why would you think I never support the Crusaders? Perhaps I simply don't like to brag about my donations. Ostentatious charity only attracts beggars. I'd wager Irabeth has no idea whose money she's spending on drinks and supplies.
Yeah, I guess we can't ask him for troops yet.
No, let's go.
Yeah, there is a way to get more troops out of him.
Let's go. Do you need to sell stuff to the
Oh yeah!
camp guy?
We should do that, because we're probably carrying a billion, bajillion things.
Probably. Knowing you.
Yeah, almost 800 pounds. Down to 85.
Huh.
Some of these are not good. No, I'll keep Fairy Fire. Yeah, Circle of Protection Good might be the least useful spell in this game.
Really?
We don't fight a whole lot of good aligned enemies. Like, yeah, there's definitely some, depending on decisions, but, like, not much.
Mm-hmm. Roll of find traps. That seems so useless.
It guarantees finding the traps. So, like, if you know, if you played through the game before and you know there's going to be a trap there and that you can't get around it without triggering it, and you don't perceive it normally, having find traps could be handy. But yeah, no, I don't like it very much.
What else do we have in the bag that we're 80 pounds? Are we not?
Hold on. Sort by weight. A lot of it's cooking supplies.
No sword or shield?
No, we got no weapons. The heaviest thing we've got is 13 cure moderate wound potions, 6.5 pounds. So we've got 6 alchemist fires, 19 painted foul legs, 16.
Can't we get untainted foul legs?
Not a lot of untainted animals in the world, in the area around the world wound. We use the purifying solution in order to make food edible. We gotta go talk to Galfrey.
What's her name and undercover?
Queen Galfrey nods at you cordially. Her armor is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito.
To train.
Hmm?
Train, sorry. That was the thing I was looking for.
Okay. I entered the ranks incognito, along with a few bodyguards. I have introduced myself as Kitrain, an old friend of yours. I am a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Anevia to sniff me out. Queen chuckles.
Why did you entrust me with Darren? It's very entertaining.
Queen smiles. I saw such a wonderful opportunity to teach the Count a lesson and just couldn't resist.
I like you.
Honestly, I expected you to dismiss him forthwith. The Count would have been forced to return to his court a laughingstock. It would have been a truly sobering experience. There's nothing more disgraceful for a Mendevian nobleman than to be discharged like that. Iran Arende. He was such a lovely child. His mother, Lady Selena, was one of the most gracious people I've ever met. She was amiable, yet decorous, and truly kind. Bonds of kinship among nobility are on the whole highly practical, but only useful for forming alliances. But Countess Arende managed to become a true member of my family. I suppose that is why I spent so much time believing her son to be a better person than he actually was. His company is a heavy burden. But I must admit that I am quite pleased that you decided to help him, or keep him on as a companion. There is a small chance that once he's had a true taste of the Crusade life, the Count will finally cease to mock the Crusaders as cynically as he is wont to do. I wouldn't bank on it.
That feels very unlikely.
No. He might grow and change, but I don't think he's going to learn to like Crusaders. Plasma Galad, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, welcome.
Galanda? Galad? I can't read.
Galad. Galade?
Yeah. The delicious
How
Galade!
are you living for so long? You're like
Oh yeah.
over 100 years old, aren't you?
I shall answer thus. The decision to prolong my life was not mine. It was the decision of the Church of Iomide. The Sun Orchid elixirs have been paid for by the Church. The priests determined that I was needed in these dark times, both as a ruler and as a chosen paladin of Iomide. I accepted their decision, and the great responsibility it entails.
I have a feeling that's not a very good idea. I must go.
Don't forget, here I am Katrain the knight. I mean, good on her. She showed up.
I what? What?
Said good on her. She showed up. Like,
Yeah.
actually came out and is doing it. Honk. Also,
Shoo.
Shoo. Trying to scribe scrolls. Let's see.
Scroll of spiked bit.
Not a bad one. I think I'd like more fireball.
Fair enough.
How we doing tonight?
Fireball.
We're doing pretty good.
Da-da-da-da.
You're very strange.
Leave me alone.
I mean, so am I.
I'm trying to discover even the slightest flaw in you, Lady Camellia, but I cannot. Confess now. You must have one imperfection?
Just the one, but I take great pains to conceal it, Count. Perhaps we should take a walk together sometime, and I shall tell you about it. Away from listening ears.
That she's a massive fucking sadist? I don't think that was a secret, Camellia.
I mean, I don't think most people know that that something that severe is wrong with her.
Oh no, she keeps yelling about
No, that's the spirits.
Sure,
Don't
blood
worry about
bleed.
it. No, it's the spirits. It's fine. It's the spirits.
Uh-huh. Okay. The spirits, sure.
They're very angry.
Mm-hmm. This
Yeah.
man's call for blood. What else
Right?
could he do?
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
What else are you supposed to do but give them some blood? At least it's demon blood,
I-
I assume. Alright. We didn't get the other soldiers. I guess they'll show up later. Oh, right, we gotta do the cross thing here. You wanna read it?
Yeah. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and her army walk up it to the high bank of the West Selland River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldier's head, it regains its familiar azure hue. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon her back, someone somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone. The ruler of Mendev is standing and watching the new commander closely. Commander gives the signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There she decides to look around. There is strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn to a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding this strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. Commander decides to... jeez.
Plus 15 diplomacy. Plus 11
Plus 11.
athletics.
Well, address the soldiers and boost their morale.
Use
Fucking
Diren.
horrible storm.
Use Diren as Cicero.
Yeah. Thank God. Establishing a rapport. Rapport?
Rapport.
Rapport? Thanks.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like you only ever really read it, rarely hear it said.
Oh, yeah. This is
With her
Bob
troops.
Denosa's first playthrough. I've played through it and I've done all of the DLCs except for Lord of Nothing, which will be starting we're starting tomorrow.
Mm.
But yeah, Bob doesn't know what it doesn't really know anything about the game.
Nope.
But that's half the fun.
Establishing rapport with her troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose faith and authority. That would be real embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Arresting the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish herself as the military leader on this new battleground. And her efforts prove fruitful. Soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low, black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mandev. The gesture seems eerily harmless. Then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. Tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' head. Power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. Plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour. The army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favor.
Yeah.
Plus 10 morale.
Yeah. Now we're
Sweet.
dealing with the morale system.
Fuck.
But yeah, like, they navigated a fucking maze of tornadoes. Good on them. Also, holy shit, this whirlwound's not fucking around, is it?
No, turns out.
We want to go help him out now or come back here?
Let's help him out now.
Yeah, I think Mask comes out... Oh, tomorrow. Okay. I knew it was this week.
This week?
Yeah.
Tomorrow? Oh.
I won't be
This
playing
is
it.
a good month for games, apparently.
This year's nuts. This year is crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1998 again. Like...
Do you know that freaking Alan Wake 2 dropped 3 DLCs all of a sudden during
I still
the
gotta
Summer
play
Games
that.
Fest?
I still gotta play that.
Yeah. We're finally here. Oh, she's not Southern. My bad.
No. No, she's not
Finally
Southern.
here. Elan and Carl must be here somewhere. And Jana, too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah. There they are.
Greetings, Seela. And greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Ellen puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart.
Jana puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elan is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us. But now you've turned into the saviors of Canobris, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk.
I mean, fair, actually.
Yeah.
Like, this got awkward for him. Like, I asked the general of the army to come and help me collect a ring.
Have good honk shoes, dudes.
Yeah, sleep well, man.
Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I am the same Zila, your friend from the League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for Elan's ring. By the way, where is girl?
He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Well, alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish the... He just got out of having to do this. Let's finish the mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems.
I'm glad we're here to help you, Ellen. I hope everything works out perfectly for your wedding, too. I love weddings so much. They're full of joy and new beginnings, but I haven't been to any yet. Can I come?
Ember, you can do anything you want now that I'm the Knight Commander, I promise.
Yeah.
Of course. Lady Ember. Let's hope my bride doesn't run away from the bungler who managed to lose the ring he bought for her.
What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it?
The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp is in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made out of a shiny silver metal with deep blue-green jewel. Can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations.
This is where Ichiko would bring out, Wolchif. Like,
Yes, exactly.
go find the ring, boy.
Yeah, we'll just sniff, 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 sniff. Just start...
Sounds delightful.
That's really
I wish
funny.
I possessed one of Master Tarek's fine works. I've seen them from afar, worn by visitors to the Gwyrm mansion, but I've never held one before. I was never allowed to approach important guests. Oh, I ate the jewel of my back.
It's so good.
Crimson, no! Crimson, no! Spit! Spit,
Like-
boy, spit!
Like, Bloodhound Woljif is very good. Yeah, sure thing, Chief. I'm not one for florid compliments, my lady, but I suspect the Master would happily give you one of his works as a gift. He does that from time to time, but he meets someone whose beauty inspires him.
Wow, Ellen, that's a nice way of telling someone that she's beautiful. Oh, thank you, sir. Lowers her lashes
God.
demurely.
Every fucking
up.
action calculated. A trinket worth several months' pay, Ellen. The rules on the surface are insane. You keep your girls fried rats like we do. Save yourself a lot of trouble.
Please don't give me fright rats, Lon. Alright, off we go.
Yeah. Jana and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when you
Thanks,
find
Lon.
something.
Very cool.
Yep, thanks. Appreciate it, Lon. Thanks for piping in. My favorite thing about Lon is, like, it's always a coin toss whether that's real or if he's just, like, trying to shit on rich people because he really doesn't like them. Like, we haven't really seen enough of it yet, but Lon is a very interesting case for a lawful neutral communist. Where it's not like, you know, fighting for my freedom and everyone else's freedoms. It's, no, we have a responsibility to each other to create and maintain a society that works. And I think it's fucking fascinating. Golden Flag of the Hound
Flag
Hearts.
of the Hound Hearts. Cute.
Head over here. Yep, that's a tent. Trampled here. Signs of battle everywhere. Yeah, I mean, choosing to take everything at face value is quite fun. Yeah.
Why take that such a strange route to that barrel? That's real strange.
I don't think you can actually
or
get through
Ichika.
there.
Oh,
I know, it's weird. We're not picking them up now, we'll grab it all when we leave. It's just more efficient.
mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna not open that chest yet. For reasons. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I think I will worry about it.
Nah, don't worry about it.
What's in that box?
It's my dick in a box.
Suppose I did walk right into that one.
Oh, yeah. For reasons, yeah. You know. We failed. But again,
mobility check.
thankfully didn't hurt me. There we go. Because, yeah, frequently failing an athletics or mobility check makes you eat shit and take damage.
Ooh, what is that?
Hey, we got a shield. Divine Protector. It's a good shield for
Seela?
Seela. A +2 heavy mithril shield.
4 armor class.
And it gives
Nice.
DR5 magic, which early in the game is actually pretty good. Yeah. Oh, right. Ember, this is yours. Also, take that while we're at it.
Filling a check and just seeing the 3 hours past sign just gives you the sad.
Yep.
They just gotta let you know you did a bad job.
Uh-huh. 3 hours passed. Yeah.
3 hours later.
Basically. 3 hours later, you got nothing, but you're now fatigued.
Oh.
Alright. Before I loot those things, I'm just gonna get into formation for no reason.
Oh, so do you want to save?
Yes,
I haven't saved in a while.
I will also save here, that's smart. Also, for absolutely no reason. Gonna take a look at what buffs I have available.
Do you want to form a pit somewhere?
I tried that before, it didn't work.
Oh.
I will help where
I'll
I
explain
can.
once we're there.
Sure, this will be fine.
The tent is different from the rest. There's a rustling in it, and it smells like brimstone.
Be careful, everyone.
It's 3 Brimmeracks. So what happens is, the way they spawn in, they don't trigger the trap hole. I'd have to place it over here, and that would leave it between Seela and the party, which sucks. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that when you touch that box, that you said, I'm not gonna touch that box for reasons. I'm going to assume that that box is a secret demon box, and if we touch it, it'll look like a demon will jump out of it like a jack-in-the-box.
I mean, that's an interesting idea.
It's at the very least something that's entertaining me right now.
Which is good. I'm glad you are entertained. Nap time. Smite evil time. Alright, let's go ahead and intimidate that one.
Cause fear. Fear.
The fear!
What? Poisoned? Favorite sound of that moron.
Yeah.
What a moron.
I love that you can just beat him by food poisoning. Like, that's so good.
Who just eats random shit they found on the ground?
The fear!
That an enemy conceivably threw.
The
What a
fear?
moron that guy is.
Yeah, he's dumb.
How?
Nah, we're barely taking damage. Actually, we're not taking any. I've got protection, or resistance to fire on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He talks such big game. Fear.
Yeah.
This
Ah.
thing looked tasty, but it wasn't. It was poison, actually.
Yep.
Ah.
Aha, Snake, I have poisoned you with my arrow. Now I am guaranteed to win. Anyway, I'm gonna eat these mysterious rations that have appeared near you.
And I wouldn't check if it's
Holy
like
shit!
spoiled or not. I'll just eat them without sniffing them first. Just glorping down the whole thing down my mouth hole.
Love glorping down the mouth hole.
Glorping things down the mouth hole.
I love glorping down the mouth hole.
Uh-huh.
It's my favorite thing.
I'm sure it is.
The mouth hole is where I like to glorp.
Uh-huh.
Hmm?
I really did this to myself.
Yep,
I said the cursed thing.
you did.
Christ.
Your turn. Am I close enough? Yeah.
Coup de claw.
Yeah.
Ooh, a hat. A hat. I think that's a hat.
It is. It is the Hat of Heartening
Cool
Song.
hat.
Whenever the wearer of this hat uses any song, the song also grants Fast Healing 1 that grows to Fast Healing 5, I believe.
Do we have a bard?
No. But if you go Azada, you get a different kind of song.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's something to hang on to in case we decide to go into Bard or take Azada Path later.
Gotcha.
Alright. Might as well check this one.
Save. Save.
I mean, I think we're good. But
Save.
never a bad idea. Yeah, so it was a demon in the box.
I was joking.
I know.
I was joking. I wasn't.
I
I
know.
wasn't being serious.
I know. It's
It'd be real
stupid.
funny if a demon popped out of the box like a Jack in the Box.
Yep.
Oh.
A small quasi demon emerges from the chest. Looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It holds a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with large blue-green jewel. It's
Oh.
mine! Mine!
Alon, look at that creepy thing. Oh, what's it holding?
I've seen one of those before. Those small demons like to tease and bully. But it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack it all together before it can figure out what's happening. Or, fuck you, color spray.
Oh.
And look at the little snake thing, just doesn't give a shit.
Mine.
Mine! Mine! Mine!
Elon, Jana. Zila glances at her friends and turns to you. They're all right. They'll come around soon. Quickly, Ichika. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring.
And by let's, I mean Lon and only Lon, because he's faster. This is also very easy with a horse. Mine! The ring is mine! You can't catch me, silly weakling! Weak tiefling!
He's not a tiefling.
I'm actually a mongrel, but I guess it's close enough if you don't know the difference.
I can't actually imagine him saying that.
Yeah. He's like, I don't blame them. It's basically a tiefling. Oh, wow, I banned one earlier and two just popped up.
Yeah.
Bots are reproducing
bigger
via
than-
meiosis.
I like that one of them is named Bruto though.
Thank you, Bob.
Hey folks, don't bother buying viewers on Twitch.
No.
That's not how the Twitch
I can
viewer
buy
model works
viewers?
anymore.
What a steal.
Yeah.
Man, there, there's a uh, I being on 14. Sometimes I am active on the R in the RP scene.
Yeah?
That means going to RP clubs, quote unquote. Some of them they're normal about bots in a smart way, like not buying the viewers these bots are offering.
Yeah.
Some of them are like, yeah, sure, I'll grab the link and buy the viewers. And like, okay. Sure.
I don't know what to tell you. It
I
doesn't
don't know
even...
what to tell you.
like, there's no way it even works, either, because of the way Twitch registers viewers. Like, it's showing
Yep.
that I have 5 viewers, but if you bring up users in chat, it's a hell of a... oh, actually, not a hell of a lot more this time, but... 4, 5, 6... there's actually 7 this time, but sometimes there's 20.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, look, it's Curl. Before Ellen
Um,
manages to get the closet, the halfling Curl appears right next to it, pretty much out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it!
Oh.
Curl, what are you...
What's happening?
Ellen ran up and tried to attack Curl with his sword. Cecilia jumped in the way and blocked it.
Alan! Stop! Have you gone mad?
He's using a summoning spell. Why did you stop?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Ah, fuck this shit, I'm out of here! See ya, Donna.
What in the world? Is Coral a demon secretly?
At very least, he stole the ring. That's all we really know. Like, we know he's a thief. Yeah, see ya, Jonna. Some fucking Eldori swordsman, huh? Alright. This isn't going to be an issue since they're already at full health. Oh, right, he has selective channeling. Never mind. Okay. Okay, this
Like
many...
the one that's nearest to Ilan, I guess.
this many babos is actually a fucking problem. This early in the game.
Huh. Bye, Jenna. Hope you had a nice time. And hope you have a nice time. Yeah.
Best part is there's a 0% chance she can just go home to Brevoy. Because she, like, deserted. They don't like that. Like, the family Eldori doesn't fuck around with that shit.
Uh-huh. Wait, as in deserted at this point here, or what? Or, like, deserted from the actual...
her deserting here would absolutely infuriate the elders of her clan. They're all about, like, maintaining their power with being the best swordsman, and nobody can take it from them.
Yeah, okay.
Shit.
Oh.
Hit any of
That
them?
hit Ellen?
Oh, it doesn't matter if I hit Ellen. He isn't gonna do any real damage. Knight
What
Commander
was-
is,
It's Eldritch. No,
Not
not
quite.
Eldritch.
Nokizari,
No Kizaru.
which is part of the Ninja class mod, and it's essentially If ninja is a modified rogue, this is a modified eldritch scoundrel.
We'll be exiting stage left. Good night, friends.
Yeah, take care.
Night, Crimson.
Thanks for being here.
Eat well.
Yes, the game is quite modded. I like options.
I also played a ninja sorceress as for Ichika in an actual tabletop game.
Yes.
Solid plan.
Hence why she's a magic using ninja.
Okay, let's see about magic. I think they're... Oh, command, of course. If he can place himself near melee combatants, he can... Oh, that puts him in danger. Alright, command not going to be very good. Well, maybe. Is Lee an option, or just approach? Oh, there it is. You, run. Ow. Not taking a dive into downloading any kind of mods yet. It's a totally different experience. Like, once you finish the game, it can revitalize it. I actually just added a new mod yesterday to add summoners to the game. So you could have a stand.
You absolute freaking nerd.
You're just jealous because you don't have a stand.
Sure, let's call it.
What's that?
Let's call it that.
Yeah. Let's call it what it is. He said, trying his best not to sound like a racist. Summoner mod. Oh yeah. I haven't had a chance to play with it, but it's got an awful lot of shit. One thing I was wishing... Yeah, Summoner's a fan favorite, and for good reason. It's a very fun mod. Or a very fun class. Okay, that one's blinded. Let's lower his AC, and Ichika can annihilate him.
Attack.
Ugh.
That one's just over there honking
Cough.
shoes.
Coughing so much sucks.
Yeah, it does. I hope it clears up soon, bestie.
Me too. I can't suffer enough with sinus issues. Please don't also give me phlegmy lung issues.
Yeah, you suffer enough with my friendship.
I mean, there are worse things to suffer.
It's true. I'm nothing if not the
Insufferable
less...
sibling.
I'm nothing if not the lesser evil.
Yeah. Perhaps not even the evil, even.
Well,
Unless you're being a big bully, in which case you are the evil.
not what I meant to do. Shit. Oh well. I wanted to use Instrument of Freedom.
Oh. I didn't realize. I didn't realize the microphone will pick up that tiny burp. I don't like that. Leave
What's
me
that?
alone. I did not do a tiny burp. No one heard a single thing.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Very good.
What
Thank
even
you.
is a bird? Who even are you?
I don't
Better?
know, I'm just a figment of your imagination. Really. Huh. Elon, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Carl. Without a second thought. Without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself.
What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Pearl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew. We thought there wouldn't be anyone in the camp besides for small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters have him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels.
Ichika is wildly insulted.
So Sela. You don't know her history yet, but Sela didn't like that.
We barely know anything about what happened. Curl's a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic.
They can actively dominate people, yes. Yeah, Sela will remember that. Exactly.
Yeah, Sela will fucking remember that, Ilan. I mean, Ichika will remember that too. Damn.
And now we'll never know because you let him escape.
Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Ilan, think. Sela was defending someone she thought was her friend.
I
Stop you from doing something you might regret.
I love this shitty fucking fence-sitting centrist answer here, by the way.
Yeah.
No, you're both right in your own ways.
I genuinely hate people who keep doing the fence-sitting answers, by the way. Like, just shut up. If you don't want to be in the... I much prefer people who are, like, in a fight. Who are, like... Well, in a fight in between three people, and one of them be like, I'm staying out of this. You two solve this yourself. I think that's a fair stance to take.
Yeah.
Still bullshit, but fair enough. Not about like political opinions.
No.
People who fence sit on like political opinions are just agreeing with the people who are wrong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love you, Bob.
No, because fence sitters never really like their fence like the whole Gaza thing. Gaza, like what's going on in Gaza right now in Israel. Israelis are just defending their home from Gazans. Defending their homes from what? These sure. See,
I like Plasma's answer. Look, the chaotic evil's got to have something they can choose, right?
mm.
Like there should have been an evil option of just like, I don't know. If I see him again, I'm gonna kill him myself. Anyway. I don't need a shepherd to light my path, save me from the regrets. Can you say the same, Sela? Or you, Commander?
I actually come from a world where I killed all the gods. Even my own. She, in fact, was happy to let me kill her, so... No.
Bob's OC has been around.
This is my OC, don't steal. Minor cringe, but I think this is an acceptable cringe.
Like I said, you're not especially cringe. But there's a few things.
You clearly have something to say. Go ahead then. Put it out.
Sela, I didn't want to say this. But I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you are in serious danger. And maybe not just you.
Yes, exactly, Plasma. That is the exact vibe.
Yes.
My OC, TM, don't
Correct.
steal.
Yep.
Yeah.
You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from the private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually.
But not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins, with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. It's a great deed and will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see. Especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you see you should have driven the blade home. Just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. I wanted to tell you the same, Commander. Basically, you say you're
This guy
inherently
has a lot of fucking nerve.
But he's also telling you something that's kind of important to keep in mind. You've been just given a whole bunch of power, both in real sense and politically and militarily, that you didn't exactly earn. What are you going to do with it?
Ichika's answer is a lot closer to the lawful answer than anything else. She is, as much as she hates it, a duty-bound person. That straddles the line of chaos where she can.
Well, she is sort of she is, very much an agent of freedom, specifically for herself, but also for others if possible.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way? Can I create a new alignment for her, which is chaotic lawful?
No, that's just neutral. That's just being neutral.
Yeah.
You've described neutral. I've made up this new alignment between chaos and law. I call it chaotic lawful.
You've just chaotic lawful is new. It's the new one. It's new. It's chaotic lawful from my OC TNT.
Yeah. It's like somebody hands you a can of True Neutral, but with like a sticker over it that says chaotic lawful.
You do it, and then after you hand me the can with the sticker on, and then but I don't know, and you're like, there, Bob, there. Here you go, can of chaotic lawful.
Yeah. The knight lowers his head. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Sela. I'll say it again. It wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all of the Crusaders along with you. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to the danger here. This is like not even in the top 30 dangers I've faced lately.
Yeah.
This one didn't even have Minago.
This one's like random encounter on a
Yeah. Like a particularly difficult random encounter. Yeah. Like it's nothing special. Now at least we know that Kurul is a traitor, and Jana is a coward, ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Tiana won't love me solely for my gifts. Solely for the gifts I bring her. He makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away.
Sayla watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden.
Hmm?
Please, Ichika, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about.
Yeah.
What
maybe
a
we'll,
complicated time.
maybe we'll get her backstory.
Ooh.
Demon Heart. Alright, time to just quickly run around and get all the items on the map.
Mm-mm.
And if we want to,
Time
kill
to
all the
become
deer.
A loot gremlin.
That's correct.
Chaotic lawful.
Yep. It's a can of True Neutral with a sticker on it.
Hands it over to me going, there.
There. There you go.
And I make happy bop noises until
Mm-hmm.
I discover that it's a sticker.
Yep.
After which I throw you the empty can.
Yep. Bounces off in my head. I don't even flinch or move. Just, yeah, it's fair.
So rude.
Time to camp out.
Everyone looks rather busy. And yet there's nothing for me to do to help the crusade? Oh, what a pity.
Uh-huh.
I suppose being bone idol is also an important task. By right of blood, I claim this duty as my own.
Uh-huh.
It's a difficult
By
job.
right of blood,
A thankless job, but I'm
claim
willing
this
to do
duty
it.
is my own. What a dingus. Oh, the dingus. What a doofus. Oh my god, I want to punch him. I love him.
I know. And it continues to be good.
I will fight.
Alright, we got some cultists. Bad decision.
Get rid of the conjurer. Or maybe the evoker first. I'm not sure which one's more dangerous.
Oh, the conjurer's a bigger problem. It's going to be invisible.
Do we have create water?
Nah, that's not a
To
thing
throw
in
at
this. Sadly.
Oh,
Not a spell they've put in the game.
damn.
But that's good thinking. That is like an excellent makeshift see invisible. Evoke this.
Evoker? I barely knew
I
her.
barely know her.
Classic jokes.
I'd conjure her, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't. Steve, what the hell does that mean?
You know, I
This-
conjure her.
The sex thing.
No.
Is that a known sex
No.
thing? Oh.
Mm-hmm. It sounds kind of sexy, doesn't it?
Guide my blade.
I don't know. Steve? Oh, poor Steve.
Or
He just wants to have a sexy times. Everybody is giving him shit for it, though.
I mean, it's probably because he talks like a 1950s sexist.
Mm.
That would be my guess. Okay, so it's invisible, but also blind and unconscious.
Amazing.
Alright.
If
It's,
we throw grease in the general direction, would it help?
it might make him fall.
Will we see him?
We gotta get closer to him. Once we, like, walk over him, he usually will appear.
It's kind of weird, but after being sick, I find that I'm a lot hungrier. And I don't know why.
I mean, your body
Is it
spends a
because
lot
of
of
being
energy.
sick?
Yeah, it spends energy being sick, so that might be it. There he is.
There he is. Step on him. God,
They call me Big Steppy.
I'm still. I didn't get her.
Hmm?
I don't think I'll ever be over out in Jaeger in a real bad way.
Yep.
Not like Mikasa, but like in that way that Hanji was Hanji was probably thinking while she was dying trying to protect her friends and comrades. Like, wow, we really fucked this up. We didn't notice that this boy was doing things on the way to destruction.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was Turbo Hitler till it was too late. Oh, okay, he's not unconscious. He dead anyway.
Turbo Hitler is quite the moniker to take on. Well, when you've committed genocide up to like 80% of the world's population,
Yep.
I think that quite deserves it. Jesus Christ, 20% of the world is left.
And it didn't even
A
stop the
lot of them.
wars. It didn't even
Yeah.
work.
It's like the only thing he actually really did is just like radicalize his, you know, the people who are, to be fair, rightfully scared
Ah, there they are.
and hopeless. Hmm.
Let's see if we can recruit a general.
Ooh.
Yeah, they give bonuses and shit.
Ludwig the Swordsman. Iron Brickfield. Magister Plickwell. These are some banger portraits.
None of these are especially. Magister Pike Pokewall is okay. Get another.
Oh, Firo Sulazaretti. I wouldn't trust you to lead my army, but I would trust you to be a spy master.
I'm pretty sure she's the what's the word I'm looking for? The Aeon Mythic Path, like, intended character.
Oh.
So the best ability is Master of Maneuvers. That said, he's not very good.
What's not good
Well,
about her? Other than Flare and...
Flare's just... Like, Flare's okay. The fact that it causes confused. Hunt is kind of mid. And the bonuses she has... Like, just... I don't know. I don't find her
Right.
especially impressive.
Okay.
Like, her infirmary size is oddly small for a divine caster. Oh well, might as well take her. We can get more later.
Demon army. Demon army.
I've never seen them try to flee before. I think that's new.
Ichiko runs after her, the enemies all like excited. She is a bit of a battle nut. Yes. Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
Just deeply enjoying this
Yeah, you mentioned this was very much your
um
thing.
yeah.
What? What?
I love video game injury sounds. It's so good. Except for whoever voiced Leon Kennedy in Dead by Daylight.
Well, you don't
That
like
man
the...
sounds like he's getting railed. Like he's getting railed and doing the railing of a lifetime. That's what he sounds like.
Hey, I'm here for it. Let him enjoy it. Zero losses.
Nice.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a good time to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean to me too. But like it's a horror game in Dead by Daylight. It's really distracting.
Maybe he's learned to dig down during the horrors.
I assume he has to, otherwise.
Having defeated a band of cultists who'd driven the captives from Canabras, and made the ruins of Valis Drift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all of the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Fortunately, it's
Okay.
yours now.
Okay. Officers, coming from me personally, I would report the bad first and then follow with the good. Room for improvement on the report next time is what Ichika would say to that. Because she would lead with the, yeah, so the whole village was killed, but the resources are here though. We
Yeah,
can use it.
but we got some horses for cavalry.
And gold to
Yeah.
fund a crusade. Eh. You think Leon Kennedy in Dead by Daylight might be a masochist? Maybe. He could be real into it.
I mean,
Some
he is.
people just like getting literally hooked.
Yeah.
And I wish I was joking. I'm not.
I know.
Some kinks are weird. Weird to my perspective. It's cool if you do it.
Yep, we're not here to be sex negative. Whoa.
Okay, perhaps maybe one thing that I will ick is people who like the who have the vomit kink. That one's real weird.
I mean,
Sounds real unsettling.
We don't have to like them. Like,
I know.
people probably think my core kink is weird and unsettling too.
Probably. Mine too.
Yeah,
But you know, I'm gonna yuck on people's yums.
I would recommend not, but that's just me.
Look. You can be the nice one. I can be the irrationally mean one for no good reason.
I mean, I guess everyone's got to have goals.
Fuck you.
Love you too.
No, you don't. You're the bully.
My love language is abuse.
uh, I keep being friends with people who bully me.
Crusader stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They'd set out on a patrol mission deep into the World Wound. But then when Canalbers was attacked, they found themselves cut off from the surroundings and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such a hostile condition was not easy, but the scout spirits remained high and readily joined the commander's forces.
Oh, awesome. I
Yeah.
hope we'll be able to provide them with some comforts. Or that.
So, Master of Maneuver, why it's good, is normally you can't have more than 3 separate units in a, I guess, battalion?
Mm-hmm.
But for every level of Master of Maneuver, you get another.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Demon Army. Conundrum unsolved.
Someone on the road. Oh, what are those ruins over there? Oh, we call that the Conundrum Unsolved. Oh, excuse me?
Oh, right, that's the one that Nanio wanted to visit, wasn't it?
That's not even it.
Oh,
I know.
well, fuck me then.
Yep. You know what this is, though.
This is a friend.
No.
I'm out of sight.
Fran, Asti, and... Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Uh-huh.
Noticing you.
Noticing you... Oh, go ahead.
The halfling's hand jerks towards its weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander herself. Well, don't just stand there. Have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today. Might as well dry off at least.
Perception 22, please.
The location of the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight. Air is calm. But an odd feeling of wrongness lances through, like a sting of an angry wasp. Something isn't right.
Uh-huh.
It's quiet here, all right. As the grave. I don't know why, but I don't like the feel of this place. It makes my scales stand on end.
Who are you?
Want to try the knowledge check?
Yeah.
Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day. We're just making bivouac. Go ahead. Help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to share a campfire with the commander. Something in the way the halfling speaks sounds off. Senior instead of commanding officer, and bivouac instead of camp. Maybe he's just a new recruit.
Uh-huh. A broad smile blossoms on Steela's face. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens? Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter.
Rubbing his hands excitedly, Wolchif casts a hopeful look at the mug of tea. Then at you. Chief! So you know, walking away from a campfire where folks are giving free food is a sin in the eyes of the gods.
Uh-huh. Aren't you scared? Camped out here in enemy territory.
The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance.
You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one.
Uh-huh.
You want to do Asti?
Yeah, sure.
She's the, demure young girl.
Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. Her two comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. Well, what are your names?
Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. Sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in his eyes, all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins.
Why would you call us... Why would you call a heroic squad a gang, Velm? I'm Tran, good soldier, cook, quartermaster, mother hen of this lot.
Okay, didn't know that was meant to be a woman. Or he's just calling himself a mother hen.
I mean, he could just call himself
Yeah.
a mother hen.
And the one who sets up the camp is the 10th for Asti.
Given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. Fran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face.
I don't trust this.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, the fact that they use different words, like, what was it? A bivouac.
Bivouac.
That's weird. That's weird. That's the first time we've seen the word bivouac in this entire game. Everyone's either set camp or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they an enemy though?
It's your call.
I don't necessarily think everyone is an enemy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean that they're an enemy. It just means that they're probably not who they say they are.
Yeah.
But they could still super be an enemy. Anyone could be an
I
enemy
think
if you hit them hard enough. You're right.
I think I should get going.
Where would you go in this weather? Walk headlong into an ambush with this kind of fog. Stay with us a while. Nice and cozy here. Terrible weariness hits you all of a sudden. Judging by its strange nature, it seems some spell is trying to take hold of you.
Motherfucker.
Fucking suggestion. Your legs buckle, unable to bear the weight of your body. And the mug that has somehow appeared in your hands hits you with a fragrant cloud of pea steam. The best you've smelled in your whole life.
Can I do the lore nature?
Failed.
I could tell the commander knows more about cooking than some.
Man leans over and says
Oh, I should
weightily,
have just attacked them.
It's Katsoli.
I bought it from a merchant from Absalom.
Mm-hmm.
Worth every coin, though, eh?
Something's not right. Attack.
Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue.
Ew.
Ah! Would you look at that? You didn't buy it. Enough of the masquerade then, everyone. No more games. Figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired, dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic.
Drow.
From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle, see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting, boiling slurry.
Fine, Ellen. What's the point of this charade?
Lady Anamora desires your head. And will gladly deliver it.
An elf whose voice, as Tran was so convincing, lets out a repulsive snicker.
You monsters! Sela looks at those who appear to be trusted allies and want to go with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? Because you're more prone to trust people.
Come, Paladin. You really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled?
Lady Anamora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you.
Mm-hmm. Ways to conceal the evil in one's heart are not a recent invention. Your Anamora deserves no credit for devising them. I tried to just let you all go, I guess. Now let's see who the real prey is, I suppose.
Alright. Oh, I love it when the prey fights back.
Not in the best spot, but you know.
Yeah. Ichika is not in the best position.
Ah, you can do it.
We're gonna try.
I believe in you, bestie.
Gee, thanks.
No, really, I do believe in you.
I know.
Please don't actually kill White O's.
I make no promises.
Well, good lesson to be more decisive about when to attack and not.
I actually think you were pretty... Like, that was pretty good. You didn't immediately jump. You waited for more evidence. Because acting too rash could also have consequences.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to accidentally kill innocent people.
No. No, certainly not.
Ichika has enough on her guilt plate. She doesn't need more.
Love a delicious guilt plate.
burning entanglement. That's very good.
Gotta make sure I get the ones up there.
Drow Knife Masters. That's a cool name.
And it revealed the rest of them.
Sweet. Good show. Good show, old boy. Good show. Someone kill me. I'm so weird.
You are weird, but that's okay. Hey, Lon, I want you to shoot the ones up there, please.
Lon, do your thing. Don't miss. Actually make them not survive you. God damn it. On.
He didn't miss.
I said don't let them survive you.
Well, sometimes it takes a few shots, Commander.
He missed one of the objectives. Also, are drows always evil? I know that they are kind of like...
Depends. In this, they're not... Well, just like in Forgotten Realms, they're not a monolith.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I kind of hate it when it's just one race is delegated the evil things.
Yeah, it's annoying. Thankfully, I think what you want of the Drist books, but it did a lot for giving Drow purpose outside of being elves, but bad.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I slapped a flex tape on Ichika. Ichika looks at me very unhappily. She does not like to be slapped by a flex tape.
Very specifically dislikes the flex tape slapping.
Uh-huh.
Which is this common thing that happens a lot.
To her, because me.
Yeah. Have I mentioned how much I like summoning undead in this game?
You have. Ow. Uh.
There, now you're getting double teamed by the elements. Excellent. Alright, gotta do something about Ichika here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is she down?
Yep. Fine, though.
I'm surprised she doesn't have the red thing on her. Is it
No,
because she's not fully dead?
Yeah, that only happens when you reach death's door. You're at exactly 0.
Oh, perfect.
Our time to head out. Nice meeting you all. Yeah, same to you. Have a good night and enjoy the video
Yeah.
game. Absolutely. We'll be finishing up after this encounter, I think. And we'll be back tomorrow with what will be my blind playthrough, too, of Lord of Nothing. Yeah. Take care.
And at some point, I'm gonna get him to come back to the quarry.
Yes, we're going to be playing more of the quarry, probably next week.
Delete.
No glory without risk!
You're a weird one, Zila.
Look, she just recognizes that there's no glory without risk.
I ain't saying that she's wrong. But I once again...
The
not
pathing
expect
can't
it from
handle it.
someone-
The pathing's so overwhelmed.
Stop making fun of the pathing.
No,
It's trying its best.
let's try harder.
Ichika, why are you still on the floor, bestie? Wake up.
Look. Sometimes, when a floor and a lady love one another,
Ichika is a...
hmm?
Please don't imply that Ichika would do things to the floor, of all things.
Well, I'm implying that she just was.
Yes, I'm saying don't.
Alright, who's left? Maybe I shouldn't send Ember to look. Good job, Lon. Oh, they were invisible?
Was that
Alright.
the sound of it falling?
Yeah, that was them dying.
Amazing.
Good job, Lon. Yeah, just keep walking through it. Nailed it.
Can we give her a healing potion
Oh, yeah.
for Ichika?
I just need
Sure.
to...
I think we had like a bunch.
Oh, yeah. I just need to dispel that. Oh, it went away on its own. Okay. Yep, healing time.
Just chugging a ton
Yeah.
of potions.
Glug, 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 glug. Be fisting this, fruit punch. You suffer from medium encumbrance.
Yes, she is.
Suffering from, I'm not fat. I suffer from heavy encumbrance.
Mm-hmm. So when do we meet Regil?
Next time. Well, when we come
Okay.
back to this. He's on the other side of the river.
Oh, come on. Stop failing your perception checks.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
We're gonna invest in perception checks for, what's his nuts?
Unfortunate.
Lon.
Hey there, Chief. It's What's Its Nuts here.
Are you still upset that I sometimes forget your name, Lon?
What? No. I ought to be upset about something trivial as that. What's a name but a person's entire identity?
It'll be tough getting a helmet to fit you, but we can't leave your head unprotected.
Just as long as it doesn't have a visor. Or how else am I meant to scare the enemy?
That inspector in the AI Insomnium files? Which one?
Date?
Ryuki?
Alright, and that'll be it for tonight. Oh, the one that kept asking his name. That's not Kazumi, is it?
No, it's not Kazuki.
I think it's Kazumi? That's what I've been thinking.
No. Close though. There was uh Kagami.
Kagami. Yeah, that's it.
Kagami. Yeah.
Good old Kagami.
Poor guy. We genuinely did forget his name.
Only thought of it because of the name conversation. Yeah. No, then we just forgot his name.
Sorry,
Or Kagami.
Turns out it's not just a bit. We did forget your name.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts about the game after tonight's stream?
Once again, still very good. I love the little novel bits in the middle of traveling.
It's real nice, isn't it?
This is everything. Everything in the game so far has been really well written. Like in terms of us being like having to consume it, like the words being spoken at us to us, and also the things that you have to read.
Yeah.
Because sometimes some books and some bits of lore in games aren't fun to read.
Mm-hmm.
They're so dry and dull. I'm looking at Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Fallout. Like it's not
Fallout's the
just
worst.
funny.
Fallout's so dry.
Yeah. Like funny funny text. And really that's all there is to it. This so far everything we found has been interesting to read, and it feels like something someone would actually write,
Yeah.
talking about the thing they're interested in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it feels like the authors had personalities.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
is
it's
very good.
little details like that, totally.
Yeah. Which I appreciate a lot. Like was it the one about the one where we were gonna do that make it or fail it diplomacy check, which would have been real bad if I failed, I imagine. Like the line about like mithril horizon bleeding into something rust or whatever.
Oh yeah. Trying
It's not.
to talk people, like try to convince them to like march through the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like like it's not a new way to describe anything, but it's a nice way to describe something that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Things don't have to be novel to be good.
Yeah. And also something that I really appreciate about this also is the flow of each sentence. The thing that people don't, at least I found that I had to explain to some of my friends, even in my writing degree classes, they all really like to write long paragraphs. And like your long paragraphs and your long sentences make things hard to read, understand, and accept.
Yeah.
Because that's not how the brain works. But also, you lose a lot by writing just one long sentence or not just one long sentence, but a sentence that doesn't try to do anything
Yeah.
with the scene you're trying to paint.
See, this is something Charles Dickens did really well. Is
Mm,
like he can write a whole paragraph that's just 2 sentences, but you wouldn't notice
mm,
because he would deliberately use long sentences when it was appropriate and make
mm-hmm,
sure that the grammar was varied enough that you don't get confused. Which, if you've ever seen me
mm-hmm,
write anything long, I'll use a combination of commas, semicolons, and hyphens, just
mm-hmm.
all over the place, because I learned
Yeah,
it from reading Dickens.
yeah,
But also, like you were saying, missing opportunities. When you choose to
yeah.
stop and start sentences has an effect. That matters.
Mm-hmm. And also, because like, it just affects the storytelling
Yeah.
thing. My lecturer, I think, called it the musicality of the paragraph.
Yeah, okay.
It sucks. It sucks when you're having to read one long full thing and how to digest the whole thing. Break up information the way this game did in that long, like, because like when you're having to read something, you're having to read like one whole paragraph of one long thing, it's gonna get boring very fast.
Yes.
No, this one painted a picture along with um as you read it, the story as you're understanding it, the picture it's trying to sell you is painting in your head.
Yeah.
That's how you want your writing to come out. And that's really valuable that I think we'll miss out on.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Very well written. The characters are all at least good, if not fantastic. And I'm
mm-hmm.
excited to meet more of them. Specifically, I'm
Yeah,
excited to do a whole DLC I've never touched before tomorrow.
yeah.
I should look into how long it is.
I can't wait to meet this Regil of yours, whom you
Regil
seem to
is
like very
Regil's
much.
my boy. He terrifies me. You don't get it, but you will, and I'm so excited.
Okay.
Anyway, what else excites me? Money.
He has money.
Yeah, which you can give me over at patreon.com/greatcanadianguy. Much like my lovely producers, who contribute $5 or more a month to get their names in the credits. And they are Scipio, Jalzir, Midnight Saber, Keegan, Bjornvar, Terrific, Vivacia, Emerald Embers, Dark Savant, Bump to Know, Zombie Fighter 89 on Twitter, Jocko, The Rockbender, Sid the Squid, and Bossim El Wakil. Boy, I sure did just remind myself of why it's hard to sing sitting down, because that breath hurt.
Uh huh.
Ooh, ow. My ribs.
See, I've seen one singer who could just pull off like a crazy high tone um belting for this one song, and I've just come to the conclusion that people like you and I are scrubs at singing.
Nah, it's not just scrubs, it's a matter of practice and conditioning. Like,
Okay, scrubs.
okay. Anyway,
Bye everyone.
see you later, scrubs!
Night, Godfather.